settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
변신 마법. 오, 구슬을 나방으로 만들었다.
Beautifully done.
나비? 야, 나 이거 조조의 기묘한 모험에서 본 것 같아. 이 능력 무슨 익스퀘리엄 그거 아닌가? 아니지 아니 그 생명체 만드는 그거 있잖아. 골드 익스피리언스. 골드 익스피리언스.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
도움이 됐습니다.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rules of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
아니요.
Not at all. I was intrigued by stories of a giant squid and wanted to learn more. I encountered Scrope, who seemed delighted to share what he knew.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your
정보를
classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
변신 주문을 써보자. 변신 주문. 이건가? 잠깐만, 다른 주문이 오, 통이 됐다. 얼마나 가는 거지?
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the overlook. Just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
이거 안 돌아와 이거? 돌아왔다.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at the goblin.
재능 교육. 하지만 이 변신 마스터를 찍는다면 난 완전해지겠지. 오, 반 1등 망토. 아, 네, 이멘스님 16개월 구독 감사합니다. 손보호구. 장비들이 좀 좋은 거 안 나오나? 오. 진홍색 체크무늬 오버코트. 네, 그루티그님 22개월 구독 감사합니다. 아이고, 고맙습니다. 자, 이제 이거를 변신시키면 이 폭발. 오, 오케이, 폭발. 네, 체키님 63개월 구독 감사합니다. 고맙습니다. 광산의 그림자 속에서 이거다. 이거부터 해야지. 폭발은 예술이다. 이게 아바다보다 더 악랄하다.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio!
Bard of Beaumont should have
보물이
returned
있어.
by now. Had by dark wizards, he was.
왕.
Ranrock's loyalists are a menace.
자, 세이브 한번 해주고.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
쟤네들을 치우고 가야 되나? 그런 거 같은데. 일단 가보자고.
When the war is over, goblins will rule over wizards.
Revelio!
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists.
Petremicus Pantalus! Revelio! Revelio!
I was only following orders. Leave your accusations.
Petremicus Pantalus! Revelio! Petremicus Pantalus!
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work. This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we can fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
Any who oppose Ranrock will be eliminated.
Not quiet enough.
자, 변신 마법. 오, 다시 나오는데? 세바스찬? 대법이야. 아, 이것도 좀 쓰자. 양배추를 쓰든 뭘 쓰든. 그러시오! 아, 이 막타를 꼭 쳐야 되나? 아, 이걸로는 안 죽나 보네.
Fun is a relative term.
막타를 쳐야 죽나 보네.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
세바스찬도 좀 이상한 것 같은데. 사리에 눈을 뜬 거 아니야? 오버룩 광산.
Say for better or for worse, we're in.
Seems quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me.
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accident. Now I see why.
본바르다가 화염 마법이 아닌가? 그러면은 이거를 화염 마법 콤프링고가 이게 불이었지. 콤프링고가 불이야. 이제 돼. 정확하게 봤어요. 으아! (1972년) 달리면서 뛰면 되지 않을까? 아, 그렇지. 달리면서 뛰었어야지.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
거미잖아.
Suffering, do you?
걸렸다.
You are heavily outmatched. Surely you can see that.
전진.
I won't rest.
그것이야. 고통스러워해라. 빠르다.
I will have
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
본바르다 아까 배웠어. 아닌 시체가 있네.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
아, 알았어.
You are mine! Wingardium Leviosa!
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or
Smashing.
or any nut
Revelio!
on your stairs.
길이 어디지? 여기다.
That bridge has seen better days.
저거 수리 마법 쓰면 되는 거 아니야? 일단은 써보자. 수리 마법이 리페로였지. 아 잠깐.
Repello!
그렇지. 그렇지. 거미? 아, 이거 변신시키고 그냥 터트려야 되는구나. 아, 네.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
옛날에 그런 말 들었는데, 그 사람은 자고 있는 사이에 자기도 모르게 입안에 벌레가 몇 마리 그 먹는다고.
We're making quick work.
거미도 먹는다고 들은 거.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
여기부터 할까? 아, 네, 카더님 29개월 구독 감사합니다. 나는 깨 있어도 먹음? 아, 진짜?
Revelio!
아, 변신 마법 개사기네.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a cart at Gringotts. I was only young, mind, but not like I'd fall out now. Lucky if I fit in one now. You should know better than that by now. We've all told you before, and look what happens when you don't listen. Wait a moment. Such arrogance. All that
I shall avenge your death.
목마르다. 그러시오. 나 목에 맞은 것 같은데. 나 죽는다.
We're not finished yet.
자꾸 튀어나와. 자세히. 그러시오. 난 정렬이 있었어. 이거 어떻게 쓰는 거야? 좋은 건가? 아니 캐낸다는 거 좋은 건가? 아 이거 큰 몹한테는 안 통하나요 이거? 그 변신 주문? 아 큰 몹한테는 안 통하는구나. 한테 쓰고 아 거미도 막 벌벌벌 떠네.
I don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it.
We're much more fun to fight with.
크루시오 맛을 보면 다 어쩔 줄을 모르는구만 다들.
You are mine, Wingardium Leviosa! You are mine, Wingardium Leviosa!
Wingardium Leviosa!
Expelliarmus! Conflicto!
하나는 어디지?
Conflicto!
Wasn't expecting that.
좋아. 세상이 마치 뿌연 연못 속에 있는 것처럼 내게 떠올랐다. 난 얼마나 의식을 잃고 있었던 것일까. 그 남자의 눈밖에 기억나지 않는다. 텅 빈 눈. 슬픔으로 텅 비었지만 또한 고통이 사라지는 광경을 보면서 느꼈던 희열감이 기억난다. 하지만 그 순간부터 모든 것이 달라지기 시작했다. 난 추락하면서 머리를 부딪혔던 게 분명하다. 느낌도 없고 상처도 안 보이지만 욱신거리는 통증이 있다. 설마 흑사병은 아니기만을 바란다. 적어도 그 남성은 이제 고통에서 벗어났다. 어쨌든 고통을 없애는 방법을 개발했지만 뭔가 잘못된 그런 기술이었던 거지. 역시 부작용이 있었어. 부작용이 존재했던 거지. 고통을 없애는 게 그렇게 간단한 일이 아니었다.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
이상해요. 세바스찬 일로 와봐. 얘기 좀 하자.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols and ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
아, 호그와트 가자고?
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
마법 통로를 이용하세요. 아, 여기도 언더크로프트로 이어지네.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit.
진실이 밝혀질
Please tell me you
시간이야.
recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Mornweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
아, 이거
Why?
세바스찬 점점
All this
눈이 이상해지는 것
time, we've
같은데?
been a step behind Ranrock.
그
I
살짝
may know
맛이 간 것
someone who
같은데?
could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up.
아, 얘 고블린
Said she should be
혐오하지.
seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
고블린은 못 참아. 그냥 말하지 말 걸 그랬나? 야, 선택지 되돌려서 한번 말하지 말아볼까? 근데 이거는 뭐 중요한 선택지 아니지 않아요? 이것 때문에 다음 퀘스트로 못 넘어가진 않겠지? 혹시 모르니까 로드 해볼까? 잠깐만, 설정 불러오기 자동 저장 요걸로 자동. 아니야, 지금 멍청하다는 소리를 듣는 건 좀 너무한 것 같아.
If the trip...
솔직히 멍청하다는 소리 들을 정도까지인가? 이러면서.
This place is odd, to be sure.
난 친구를 믿어서 얘기해준
fascinated by
건데.
it. Now, for the
너무한 거
trek
아니야?
back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless...
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit.
난 너를 믿었을 뿐인데 그런 식으로 말하면 서운하지.
Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble.
세바스찬? 비밀.
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to
뭐
shut her
답정너야?
up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but
답정너였어.
Not all goblins what?
아니 너 뭐
Have
궁이야?
you forgotten Feldcroft?
어떻게 알아?
Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
새끼
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
야, 너 크루시오 한 대 더 맞을래? 전에도 맞아봤으니까 이번에도 어렵진 않겠지.
You don't know what you're saying.
Unbelievable.
Revelio!
베스트. 카타콤에서 세바스찬을 만나. 카타콤? 저기?
Wonder where they're off to.
아 잠깐만, 여기 온 김에
A president dying, are we?
템이나 좀 갈고 가자.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. How can I help you?
나 이 아저씨 뭔가 폴아웃에서 본 것 같아.
What do you have for sale?
What are we in the market for
뭔가
today?
폴아웃에서 본 것 같은 아저씨야.
A pleasure doing business with you.
야, 나 돈 많다.
Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
What style?
카타콤에서 세바스찬을 만나서. 풍선이다. 터뜨려야지.
I won't rest.
고블린이 범이랑 싸우고 있어.
Dead.
포인트가 생겼잖아.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
You're here.
세바스찬?
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them. So I must assume it's still
슬리데린
here.
유물인가?
As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark
어둠의
magic
마법을
curses.
되돌리는 힘?
If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the
그래,
catacomb.
카타콤 탐험하자.
Perhaps we can visit Anne when we finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good.
약속.
Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
어쨌든 카타콤에서 뭔가 어둠의 마법에 관련된 유물이 발견되었고 우린 그걸 가지러 온 거야.
I'll be interested to compare what lies
그러시오!
inside to what I've read
안 나가.
about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
유물을 찾으세요. 어우, 대단하다.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start. We're here for a reason. I'm justified.
아유, 거기다 왜 써? 이거를 맞춰.
This room is taller than it looks.
저기 보물 상자가 있구나.
Finding a chest. It's locked. Brilliant.
세바스찬 일일이 다 설명하고 있어. 잠깐만, 요거를 불마법 곰탱이
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
뭐야, 뭔 소리야 이거? 이거 디아블로인가요? 아, 아니요. 해리포터인데요. 해리포터입니다.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
뭐야, 뭐가 튀어나왔네.
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb.
이런 느낌.
I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine though.
트린 거. 허수아비 마법사 보자.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some.
언니가 있고.
Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus.
저 뒤에 거미가 있다.
Seems odd. There's something here by the altar.
You are mine!
해골? 바보같이 보고서의 유물 얘기를 꺼내는 바람에 원래 위치에 되돌려놓으라는 말을 듣고 말았다. 하지만 규칙 준수보다 연구가 더 중요한 법. 이 유물에서 뭔가 비범함이 느껴진다. 유럽 갈참나무 지팡이의 선택을 받은 자들은 직감력이 탁월하다고 한다. 아, 얘네들이 유물을 가져다 놓으면서 숨겼구나. 임페리우스 나오는 거 보니까 디아블로 맞다고.
What did you find?
나 임페리우스가 무슨 마법이었지? 그 필수 마법이었나? 아, 그게 세네. 그건 임페리오 아닌가? 필수 마법. 자, 다 끄집어내보자. 하지만 지금 세네 마법은 없는걸? 아, 임페리오로 만든 좀비가 임페리오.
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
You are mine!
이 해골로 또 어디다가 뭐 다리 같은 거 만드는 거 같은데? 그지? 뭔가 계단이나 다리를 이걸로 또 만들겠지. 그런 느낌인걸? 항상 그런 퍼즐이었지.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
아, 맞다. 세바스찬이랑 얘기해야 돼. 아, 일로 해골들 다 끌고 와야 되는구나. 아. 저기다가 해골다리 만드는 거네. 아주 귀찮구나. 한 세무더기 정도 가져오면 되나?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on... Hold on to that diary entry.
It does mention something else.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room.
Of course.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
한무더기, 두무더기.
Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of the
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
자, 저 위에도 뭔가가 있는데. 아까 세바스찬 점점 표정 이상해지고 있어. 이거 문 어떻게 열지? 아, 난 이 문을 열고 싶은데? 이거 어떻게 여냐? 아, 나 이거 되게 열고 싶네. 스위치가 어딨지?
You are mine! Wingardium Leviosa! 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 You are mine! Wingardium Leviosa!
세무더기를 가져가야
You are mine! Wingardium Leviosa!
아, 이거 되나?
You are mine!
위에다가 올려야 되나? 이거 어떻게 가져오지 절로?
Wingardium Leviosa!
들고 그냥 야야야야야야야야야야야야야야
Confringo! You are mine! Confringo! You are mine! Wingardium Leviosa!
가져올 필요가 없었다고.
You are mine! Wingardium Leviosa! You are mine! Wingardium Leviosa! You are mine!
저걸 저쪽에 붙여야 되는.
Wingardium Leviosa!
여기다 이렇게 딱 붙여야 돼요. 아, 됐다. 안 가져와도 되는구나.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
Revelio!
아, 돌아서 일로 나오는 문이었구나.
You are mine!
설마 아까 가져갔던 그 핵을 도로 가져와야 되나? 그래?
Revalue! You are mine!
그런가? 그런 거였나?
Wingardium Leviosa! You are mine! Wingardium Leviosa!
아니 난 이걸 가져가서 아까 그 다리를 여는 건지 알았어. 열받네.
You are mine! Wingardium Leviosa!
근데 오해할만 하지.
You are mine! Wingardium Leviosa!
올라가는 계단이 만들어지겠지? 아닌가?
You are mine! Wingardium Leviosa! You are mine! Wingardium Leviosa!
아.
You are mine! Wingardium Leviosa! You are mine! Wingardium Leviosa!
촛불잔치를 벌려보자. 촛불잔치야.
You've done it.
물론이지.
I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius curse.
임페리우스 저주.
I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're
임페리우스
outnumbered.
저주.
Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperial, I
가르쳐줄 수
can
있다고?
teach you.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
좋아. 사용해보자. 이걸 어떻게 해야 되지? 일단 이렇게 해볼까? 옴바르다를 여기다 됐고. 임페리오! 어디고 있는 거야, 가는 거야. 아니 같이 싸우는 거 아니었어? 지들끼리?
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
찾았나?
How gracious of you.
I try.
You are mine.
아 날아가서 불 붙어서 못 싸웠다.
That worked. Keep going.
범위가 나타났잖아. 한 마리가 가요? 그러시야!
You are mine.
아 잠깐 이거 서순이구나. 그럼 이 문양을 이해해야 되는 것 같은데. 잠깐만.
No mouse.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
테트리스 동그라미. 일단 해보자.
You are mine.
오 나왔구나. 아. 야 이런 걸 어렵다고 생각하지 마. 바보야.
You are mine. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Lumos.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
페리오! 그러시야! 야! 아, 잠깐. 아, 잠깐. 끄시죠. 인센트. 어디입니까? 이거 안 던져줘. 던져. 저놈한테 던져. 왜 안 던져줘?
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
아 끝난 거야? 뭐지?
Petrivicus totalus.
뭐야? 뭐 한 거야 방금? 아 임페리오였어. 그렇군요.
You are mine.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
아, 이렇게 사람이 부정적이야. 응? 여기 뭔가 있다고. 유물엔 엄청난 잠재력이 있다. 그 힘으로 모든 마법사는 물론 이 세상의 혜택을 누릴 수 있다. 하지만 그 진가를 깨닫기 위해 들여야 하는 어둠의 희생이 너무 클지도 모른다. 좀 더 알아내기 전까진 이 유물을 움직여서는 안 된다. 3명이 오리라.
Sebastian, the relic.
이거구나.
Look. Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
우린 저 유물이 필요하니까.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
카타콤을 떠나세요. 잠깐만. 저건 뭐지? 누구야?
Is that
오미니스 왔네?
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
No mas.
설득하기.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperial.
정답!
That's what I'm saying. I would take all responsibility. This could save your friendship.
지금부터 너한테 쇠뇌 마법을 걸어서 여기 빠져나가겠다는 말이지.
But I won't do it unless you agree.
This is insanity. I can't believe you would ask this of me.
Sebastian is never going to give up trying to cure Anne. If you try and stop him now, he'll never forgive you.
Fine. This is unfathomable. But I suppose if you want that responsibility, it may just save what is left of my friendship with Sebastian. Remember, this is what I was telling you about the dark arts. They come with a cost. You may well regret making this choice. Do what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind.
레드썬!
Step aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
I will.
Sebastian, come on.
What did you do?
Imperio. It was the only way to get out of here without a fight.
Ominous, I'm sorry.
Sebastian, we have to go.
Did we do the wrong thing?
You need the relic.
I know.
우린 유물이 필요해.
But not like this.
Ominous and I agreed. Surely there's a difference between casting Imperio on someone without their knowledge and casting it with permission.
I understand what you're saying. I do, but
I've taken full responsibility.
내가 책임져.
You have my word.
looked out for each other, Ominous and I. How long would the spell last? How long must Ominous stay in the tomb?
풀려.
The curse is lifted already.
걱정하지 마.
He'll easily find his way out of the catacomb just as we did. He'll be all right, Sebastian.
오, 그렇게 그냥 벌벌벌벌 떨면서 어둠의 마법 별거 없어요. 장비가 좋은 게 나온 게 없네. 이야기나 깔까? 퀘스트 펠드 크로프트로 돌아가세요. 바로 옆이잖아. 뭐야? 걸어가야 되잖아. 세바스찬이랑 오붓하게 걸어가야 되는구나.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous.
잠깐 나 그
only
부금을
upset her.
틀고 싶어졌어 갑자기.
Who is it?
아 잠깐만. 야 가만히. 아 아저씨들 나 바쁜데.
I should have been.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same thing.
No! I will make you pay.
숨쉬듯 살인? 그래 이걸 틀고 한번 달려보자. 느낌이 좋을 것 같은데.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet.
아, 네. 가자. 아, 오른쪽으로.
Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
아, 공격받고 있다고?
Was meant for me.
페리오. 크러시오. 큐맨. 왜 배 아파. 고쳐야 돼. 응? 멈춰!
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
아니, 너 죽을 뻔한 거 살려놨더니 너무한 거 아닙니까?
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
없나? 그나저나 이 통은 왜 아직도 떠 있는 거지? 오. 뭐야, 상인 어디 갔어? 솔로몬 셸로우와 대화하기. 삼촌?
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately.
아, 읽을 거라고?
Why, Sebastian?
하지만 이미 시작한 이상 멈출 수 없습니다. 어둠의 마법의 끝을 봐야지. 여기 2층 가는 길이 어디야? 보물! 언더크로프트로 이동.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
The Forbidden Forest? Are you trying to get yourself killed? Do you have any clue what...
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle.
삼촌이 네가 마법의 어둠의 마법 익히는 거 별로 안 좋아하더라.
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
아니 근데 이거는
That
뭐
relic
이 세계관이 이제 그런 거라 이건 어쩔 수 없 뭐 그런 거긴 한데. 현실에서 이제 뭐 총으로 이제 동생을 죽이려는 걸 정당 방위했다고 해서 이제 너 총을 사용했으니까 그런 너는 타락했어 이제 이러진 않잖아. 그런 어둠의 무기를 쓰다니 이러면서 뭐 그러는 건 아니잖아. 근데 물론 이 세계관에서는 이제 어둠의 마법을 쓰면 안 된다는 설정이 있지만. 얘네에게 어떤 문장을
What did you
보내려고?
mean you'd send Anna crest so that she'd know to meet you?
It's we just lost our parents and we were packing up
그래
to go and
맞아.
live with Solomon.
어둠의 마법은
We couldn't take everything.
그 사용자가
She was
뭐
carefully
진심으로
organising her
그
prized
생각을 해야
possessions.
된다며.
A box of artifacts she'd collected
그래서
to live with
쓰면
our
안
family.
된다고.
Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She
영혼이
got to her
타락하기
favourite,
때문에 이제
a
쓰지
handmade
말라는 거지.
crest. And without a second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
그러니까 이제 약간 그런 설정인 거지. 그 진심을 담아서 마법을 써야지 효과가 있다는 거야. 얘 아바다 케다브라 같은 경우는 진짜 이 새끼 죽었으면 좋겠다. 이 새끼 죽었으면 이 새끼 뒤졌으면 좋겠다. 이 새끼 뒤졌으면 좋겠다. 이 새끼 뒤졌으면 좋겠다. 이렇게 한 진짜 맨날 계속 그 생각을 하고 있어야 진심으로 그 생각을 해야지 이가 이제 아바다 케다브라 맞고 뒤지는 거야. 그렇기 때문에 함부로 그걸 남용하면 이제 영혼이 타락을 하는 거지. 그런 느낌이지. 진심이 담겨 있어야 이제 스트라이크로 쳐주듯이 여기서도 별로 다를 게 없는 거죠. 잠깐만 어디로 가라고? 이거 좀 진행해야 되나 보네. 일단은 메인을 진행합시다. 모두 고블린어야. 고블린어를 할 줄 아는 사람을 데려오라고 했다. 어느 건물로 가야 돼? 사람들 노라는 거 보면 아다바 케다브라 쌉 가능일 것 같습니다. 파이팅. 높은 곳이다.
Hello there.
있어봐. 나 화장실 좀 갔다 올게. 너 그거 보고 있어. 금방 갔다 올 테니까. 경치 좋다 여기. 경치 좋은데? 나 너무 천박한 제목을 봐버렸어 지금. 국산 에로 영화 제목이 심의가 들어갔는데 제목이 나 이거 말할 수 없어 이거. 너무 천박해 진짜. 스즈메 문단속 에로 영화 버전으로 제목을 심의를 넣었는데 씨발. 뒷문단속이야 씨. 근데 이게 옛날에 이제 그 무슨 영화 히트 치기만 하면은 그 에로 영화 버전으로 제목 다 그냥 그 낚시용으로 이제 다 그거 나왔거든. 진짜 개 많았어 옛날에. 근데 요즘도 나오는구나 그런 게. 신기하다. 요새도 나오네. 요새도 그런 게 나오네. 뒷문단 속이래. 아 근데 그게 비단 우리나라만 그런 게 아니에요. 일본이랑 미국도 그런 거 많이 해. 그 패러디. 미국은 그 스케일이 또 장난이 아니야. 그 패러디 성인물 찍는데 뭐 막 몇백억씩 막 투자해가지고 막 만들고 그 정도야 진짜.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting.
위험하지.
I mean, well.
하지만 위험은 내가
Might this be
제거할게.
dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of
위험하지
Sirona's.
않게 해줄게.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course.
아,
I
얘가
just want to
이제
check the pronunciation of a
각각다식하니까
couple of key
얘를
terms
데려가는
first.
거구나.
So I will meet you there.
얘가 이제 우등생이거든. 뭐든지 다 알고 있는 녀석이야. 여기야?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
상점에 좀 들르자.
I hope to give my son the same.
잡템을 팔아야겠어.
Nice to see.
Likewise.
What do you have?
What are we looking for today?
오늘은 게임이 안 튕기네.
A fine choice.
그래픽 카드
Exactly what I
드라이버
would have
업데이트해서
chosen.
그런가? 쾌적하구만. 이러면 이제 튕기는 거 아니야?
Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
나왔다. Let's go.
Revelio!
돈. 여기 상자도 있다. 근데 왜 하필 저런 장소에 있는 거야? 이렇게. 여기도 빗자루 타면서도 상자 먹을 수 있네. 굿. 로하, 얘가 이제 착한 고블린.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Earthbot did not have the effect I'd hoped.
Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
고블린의 전설의 투구 같은 거라서
고블린이 rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock.
랄록이 이제 그걸 받으면은
blasted journals.
좋아할 거라고 했는데.
An ancestor of Ranrock's.
Renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals.
그 숨겨진 금고를 찾기 위한 단서인가? 그 페이지가?
Morganach and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind.
그러니까 어떻게 보면은 랄록도 그 인간들이 만들어낸 괴물이 아닐까? 하도 차별하니까 이제 랄록 같은 애들이 이제 못 참아 이러면서 이제 들고 일어나는 거지.
Probably best to continue our conversation later.
41개월 구독 감사합니다.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes.
야, 너 잘 못하는 거 아니야? 구블린어 할 줄 안 되면.
I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language.
못하네 얘. 잘못
I
데려왔다.
trust you can read gobbledygook better than you
괜히
can
이거 오고
speak.
싶어가지고 이거 구라쳤네.
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lord Gok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
그래, 그 정도면 됐지.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
구블린만 들어갈 수 있는
We
곳인가?
need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind.
랄록 부하들이
And I'm
있으니까.
unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door, or a loitering loyalist.
I'll meet and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
고블린 광산에 들어가세요. 자루를 사용할 수 없잖아. 야, 너는 그냥 아무것도 하지 마. 내가 알아서 할 테니까. 가만히 있어.
The door is looking at us.
저것도 상자랑 마찬가지로 그냥 은신해서 가면 되는 거 아니야?
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
저 녀석 때문에 들키는 건 아니겠지.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
여기에 불 붙여.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
가자. 오씨, 어떻게 왔어? 누구 하려고 그랬는데.
I still can't believe we're inside a...
뭐지? 된 건가? 뭐가 나온다 봐. 아이템이 나왔어.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is altogether.
이제 못 오겠지?
I'll meet you'll need to stay close to me.
이제 진짜 못 오겠지.
I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day.
그래? 뭐야?
Ranrock is sure to appreciate the extra work we're doing. Could do with a nice mushroom stew about now.
왜 안살이 안 되지?
I had schematics in my hand a moment ago.
다시. 받아라 크러시오! 통의 맛이 어떠냐?
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Revelio! You are mine!
뭘 해야 돼? 이 문을 열려면은
being watched.
아 일단 문은 피해야 되는데 위에 뭐 없나?
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
마법사 이 꼬매면 마법 못 쓰나요? 글쎄요. 그런가? 저 옛날에 무슨 만화나 영화에서 본 것 같아. 그 말을 못하게 해서 이제 주문 못 쓰게 하는 스카이림이었나? 그러니까 침묵 마법 걸어가지고 이제 마법 못 쓰게 만드는 뭐 그런 게임이 있었던 것 같습니다.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
이제 말을 못하게.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
쪽지가 또 있어. 저건가?
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large.
큰 무언가를 만들고 있다.
Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to it empty-headed.
Nothing over here.
Just you wait till I'm on the
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
This place is more complex than I expected.
Revelio!
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
거대한 뭔가를 만들려고 했다. 고블린들이 거대한 무언가를 만들려고 했다.
Revelio!
best moments, I feel.
진정해. 진정하시고, 다들 진정하시고, 제 말을 들으세요. 그러시오!
One less human to worry about.
이 새끼로. 그러시오! 아이고.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, I'll meet.
아미 PTSD 걸릴 듯.
Revalue! You are mine!
어딘가에 저 눈을 일단 피하고 눈만 피하면 되겠다.
I'll be quiet.
란록의 계획과 관련된 단서를 찾으세요.
Comprendo! Descendo!
This is not good. They're building enormous
드릴?
bigger than this mine could contain.
채굴 장비? 거대 채굴 장비. 이게 그런 거 아니야? 이 인간들의 도시에 이 드릴로 구멍을 뚫어가지고 공격하려는 그런 계획인가? 엘리베이터. 금고?
I need a moment to catch my breath.
이 금고에서
This was more than I
찾은 게 이거
bargained for.
아니야?
I'm glad you came with me, Amit.
저 설계도?
Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
아니면 뭐 다른 금고라. 여기도 뭔가가 있네.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
왔다. 아, 여기가 금고구나. 아, 나가는 게 아니라 이쪽 내려갔는데? 아까 왔던 데 아니야? 일단 가보자고. 아, 아까 왔던 데. 나가야지. 아바다 케다브라 동시에 쓰면 어떻게 되냐고요? 그 파워가 센 사람이 이기지 않나? 마력이 강한 사람이 이기겠지. 소리 지르면 더 세지는 것 같던데.
Can we please talk about what...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day.
아, 그치. 무섭지.
For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank
전쟁은
you,
무서운 거야.
I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
아, 쫄? 쫄았구나.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans.
아, 그 드릴을 써서 저장소를 찾으려고 그러는 거구나.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
그래, 왜 배신하는 거야?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she
설마 그 마녀가
fear or disdain.
모르가나신가?
But instead she did something that I will never forget.
그 예언자의 제자가 타락해버린 거지.
Hesitation.
그러면 란록의 배후가 모르가나시라고?
Me to sit with her.
그럴 수도 있다. 시대가 안 맞지 않냐고? 아니 뭐 오래 살았을 수도 있지.
Oddly shaped container with the
연구원이라고 하면서 아니야 이거 신빙성 있어.
She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted.
이러면 이제 떡밥이 풀리는 거지.
Miriam.
미리암?
Yes.
미리암이
Professor Fig's wife.
아 미리암 모르가나시.
아
미리암 모르가나시가 아니라 그 피그 안에 피그 안에. 다른 애였죠.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So,
어쨌든 아니었네.
To my surprise, I let her study the container.
피그 교수의 아내 연구원 그분이 로드곡한테 너무 잘해줘서 감화됐나 보네.
More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch. And I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming
저장소에서 나오는 힘 때문이다.
I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Cock, for telling me this.
아무튼 배후가 있다는 얘기네.
All of this, so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository,
그 거대한 저장소를 찾으려는
we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
저거 고블린 아닌 거 아니야? 고대 예언자가 둔갑한 거 아니야? 아, 네, 95년생 태장동님 32개월 구독 감사합니다. 일단은 방으로 가자.
Fitzgerald has confirmed what she needed.
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can. 아,
나는 이렇게 열심히 만들어 놓고 왜 쓰질 않냐. 식물도 좀 쓰고 그래야겠다. 좋아, 아주 좋아. 교장 선생님 이야기. 무제한. 빗자루 업글 완료됐네? 예스. 재능 포인트는 나중에 어둠 마법 좀 익히고 나서 찍으려고. 뭐 지금 찍어도 되긴 하는데 일단 어둠에 이거 찍을 거는 하나 남겨야 되고 하나 미리 찍어도 되긴 할 것 같다. 뭐 찍지 그러면? 잠깐만. 나 스킬트리 나 그거 전에 이미 미리 찍어놓은 거 있는데? 스킬트리 미리 찍어보는 사이트에서 내가 찍었었던 거 같은데 봐야겠다. 거의 다 찍었던 거 같은데? 이것도 찍고 어둠 마법 무난한 거부터 찍자. 착취자. 이게 별 그렇게 많이 채워주진 않을 것 같은데 그래도 교수 지도 내실로 가세요. 지도 내실. 잠깐만, 지팡이 업그레이드.
An honest day's work. Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
돈 벌어놔서 다행이다. 얼마나 빨라지는 거지?
You're all set with the new upgrade.
You'd like me to...
You know me well. Miss Reyes is running a time trial at the South Coast course.
남쪽 해안 코스.
However, if you're...
I'm not worried, Mr.
I hope you are able to complete these trials.
마지막
Be careful, of course.
마지막 업글 간다.
I look forward to our next meeting.
무제한.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
레이스 하러 가야지. 뭐 저까지 가야 돼? 저긴 어디야? 그래도 이제 지팡이 업글 됐으니까 금방 가겠지. 빨라진 게 느껴지네. 별로 안 빨라진 것 같은데. 빨라진 건가?
Revelio.
내가 지금 북쪽으로 하고 있잖아. 정신 차려. 절로 가야지. 이게 땅에 살짝 붙어서 가면 잠깐만, 이게 길이 어느 쪽이냐? 무게 때문에 못 들어가는 것 같은데. 아, 이쪽인가? 아, 네, 감사합니다. 뭐야? 아, 여길 뚫고 가야 되는 거야?
I didn't touch your helm. But thank you for making me the first object of your suspicion.
안녕.
Someone's here.
근데 이게 스토리 진행하다 보면 나중에 내려갈 수 있는 곳이 아닐까? 아닌가? 얘는 몇 렙이야? 29렙이야. 오, 바깥이야.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio!
세이브. 내일 산타 하자.
Now just perhaps some nice flowers will grow from your ashes.
나뭇잎이 그 멀린의 시험이고, 저 동굴은 던전이고, 저 꽈배기는 고대 그거 능력 불러주는 거고. 난방 기능. 예전에 나 그 자동차 시트에 그 난방 뜨뜻하게 이제 난방 기능 되는 차 처음 탔을 때 진짜 개놀랬는데, 아니 이런 차에 이런 기능이 있단 말이야? 이러면서 깜짝 놀랐던 기억이 나. 엉따기는 옛날엔 없었거든. 좀 빨라진 것 같기도 하고. 빨라진 거겠지? 나왔다. 난 여기 세이브를 세이브가 아니라 이거 좀 찍어야 될 것 같은데 찍는 게 없냐 여기.
The course looks rather deserted.
야 무슨 여기까지 와서 경주를 하냐 얘는?
I'm over here.
Hello again, Imelda.
Obviously.
먼 정도가
Evidently
아닌데?
too far for most of our classmates. They should be begging me to keep. I'm surprised our.
That's actually.
I know I can be impatient, and in my experience, that. Anyway.
We'll soon see how I fare.
Get ready to.
가자. 순위권에 드세요.
Made it.
하하. 천천히 속도를 제어해야 돼. 이게 빗자루가 빨라진 만큼 컨트롤이 만만치 않단 말이지.
wasn't too difficult. Now that's more like it. Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. Brilliant.
게이트를 얼마나 더 가야 돼? 아, 잘못 왔다. 아, 저 아래로 넘어갔어야 되는데.
Made it.
개빡세. 정신 차려, 정신 차려. 기록에 들어야 돼. 됐나?
That was quite something.
Impressive work today, but don't get to... My family's not going to believe the news.
It's been fun competing.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. You're an asset to our house. You take care of yourself.
재밌는 빗자루 경주 도전과 재단. 아, 여기 왜이나 찍자. 아, 여긴 뭐 어디를 찍어야 돼? 저기 가볼까? 얼마나 빨라졌나 볼까? 아, 아니다. 가서 업그레이드 완료해야지 빨라지지. 최고의 업그를 위해서. 그러니까 이 게임이 약간 좀 이거저거 섞은 것 같아요, 게임들을. 물론 이제 해리포터라는 그런 세계관을 가지고 이제 만들었지만 약간 야숨 냄새도 살짝 나고, 또 뭐 어떤 게임을 말해야 되지? 약간 살짝 위쳐 냄새도 나고. 좀 이거저거 섞은 것 같아. GTA 느낌도 나? 아, 그런가? 아, 근데 이 정도면 되게 잘 만들었다고 생각해요. 아, 이게 게임, 영화 기반 게임들이 대부분 좀 이상하게 다 망하거나 제대로 만들어지지 못한 경우가 많거든. 근데 이건 되게 잘 만들었어. 그러니까 이 정도면 진짜 잘 만든 거야.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased.
트리 달아놨네.
How's my favorite test flyer?
아니, 업그레이드 주세요. 이 사람이
Thanks for
아닌가?
stopping by. Hope to see you again.
잠깐만. 야, 네가 조사해 달래며 해왔어. 뭐야? 너 LB 위크스 아니야? 맞지? 그래.
Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I set a new record at the South Course.
Fantastic! Your broom performed well then?
The best upgrade yet. It flew
좋아.
beautifully,
내 지팡이, 내 빗자루를 최고의 속도로 업그레이드 해주세요.
I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course.
아, 공기 저항을 줄여달라.
Exactly the kind of report I've come to expect from you. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my final
공기 저항을 위해서 머리까지 밀었는데.
I shall look forward to speaking again.
I'll be sure to send you an hour when I'm finished. Thank you again for your help. Couldn't have done this without you.
또 메인 밀다 보면 연락해 주겠지? 교장 선생님 이야기하러 가자. 코가 잘린 게 아니라 그 이제 얼굴이 이상하게 변한 거야. 뱀처럼. 사악한 마법의 영향 때문이지. 잠깐만. 지금 내가 가야 되는 데가 지금 어디로? 저기로 가야 돼.
Make a good team.
아, 서울에서 눈 감아서 누가 코 베어 갔다고? 지하인데? 자, 이거 지하로 내려가야 되는데. 지하로 가려면 아, 저 여기로 가는 빠른 방법 혹시 알아요? 아, 잠깐만, 이게 여기인가? 씨, 어떻게 가야 돼 저기를? 아, 내실이야? 자, 내실 왜 있지 않나? 아, 그래, 내실이지. 내실은 왜 있을 텐데? 아, 잠깐만, 뭐 눌러야 되지? 아, 이거 눌러야 되네. 런던은 눈 감으면 코 베어 갑니다. 왜죠? 아, 근데 진짜 뭐 그 눈 감으면 코를 베어가는 건 아니지만 실제로 그런 비슷한 느낌을 받은 게 내가 예전에 어머니 모시고 그 유럽에 이제 간 적이 있거든요. 여행을 옛날에 그 이탈리아 갔을 때 약간 그런 기분이었어 진짜. 거기 이제 그 진짜 뭔가 틈만 나면은 이제 당할 수도 있다. 약간 그런 느낌 받았어 진짜. 그 소매치기.
Hello, Professor. I have news.
그러니까 이제 관광객들을 주로 노리거든.
Another repository. They've built drills to
한눈판
help
사이에
with their
그거
search.
훔쳐가려고.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you
그러니까
know,
어떤
I was
식이냐면
headmistress in my time.
이벤트 끝나고 얘기해
My
줄게.
portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact,
아, 이
I
사람도 교장
witnessed Professor
출신이구나.
Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the
아직
headmaster's
교장실에서
office?
시험하는
It
거야. 아,
is.
그래서 교장한테
I had hoped that when
얘기하러
the
간
time came,
거였구나.
the occupant of that office would be of help to us.
교장이 관련된 시험인가
Unfortunately,
보네.
this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
무슨 문제를 내시려고 교장실까지 빌려서. 근데 이 사람도 이제 교장이었다고 하니까.
I'm truly awed by what we've accomplished. The final broom upgrade
뭐야,
is
벌써
better than
됐어?
even I expected.
이번엔 즉시 되네? 좋은데? 그래서 내가 뭔 얘기를 하려고 했냐면은 그 이제 그 소매치기 수법이 뭐냐면 그 애들이 이제 피켓 들고 이제 뭐 다개 국어로 써있단 말이야. 뭐 이제 도와주세요. 이제 뭐 give us money 이런 식으로 이제 써있어. 그 피켓을 이렇게 들고 애들이 그걸로 이제 내 시야를 가린 다음에 밑에다 손 집어넣어가지고 가방 칼로 탁 짠 다음에 거기서 지갑 꺼내가요. 근데 그 일련의 과정을 느낄 수조차 없을 정도로 그 과정이 빨라. 진짜 0.5초? 1초? 막 그 시간 안에 그게 소매치기가 이루어져. 근데 이게 내가 진짜 이게 지어낸 얘기가 아니야. 실제로 그런다고 하더라고. 당할 뻔한 적도 있어. 그러니까 당할 뻔한 적은 뭐였냐면은 가방이 닫아놨는데 열려 있었어. 잠깐 이제 이제 가게 물건 보고 있는데 옆에 이렇게 차고 있는데 그 뭔가 옆에 어떤 아저씨가 모른 척하면서 이렇게 가더라고. 딱 붙어있던 아저씨가. 물론 이제 그 물건이 꺼내지진 않은 상태였지. 컬렉션. 잠깐만, 나 어디론가 갈라 그랬는데. 지금. 아니, 호그스미드 갈라 그랬지. 정신 차려 듣기. 어떻게 보면 이제 해리포터도 이제 약간 영국 유럽 배경? 약간 그런 느낌이죠. 약간 유럽 배경 느낌.
Oh, hello again. Couldn't have perfected the broom upgrades without your help. As always, I have a special prize for you.
아! 7,500원.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
아니 애들 상대로 지금 뭐 하는 짓이야, 아저씨. 아니 무슨 학생들이 뭔 돈이 있다고 7,500골드를 가져오래. 자, 아무튼 연구실로 갑시다. 잠깐, 교장실 쇼컷이 있지 않았나? 이 건물은 맞는데 일로 가자. 김도영 유튜브가 터졌나봐. 다 터졌어요? 아니면 저희 유튜브만 터졌나요? 나 유튜브 터졌다는 소리 들으면 나 가슴이 철렁하거든? 그런 얘기 하지 말아줄래?
No, I do. I have everything. When are you going to try it then? Haven't decided yet.
잘 나오는구만. 잘 나오는데? 왜 또 LTT 해킹 당했다고?
Yes, of course. Are we likely to feel miserable afterwards? It's called
라이브가 터졌다고? 대형 유튜버 해킹 많이 나와.
Won't we feel some degree of magnified sadness after being so euphoric? I don't know if I've ever been euphoric.
저기구만.
Is it like coming top of the class? Or better?
버티고 보는데 일본 쪽 라이브가 터졌다는 얘기죠? 그러니까 VOD는 괜찮지? 그럼 다행이고. 잠깐 VOD 한번 틀어보자. 아유, 혹시 모르니까. 잠깐. 나는 왜 항상 자꾸 신경이 쓰일까 이런 게. 나온다. 안심. 일본 쪽만 터졌나봐. 자, 세이브 한번 합시다. 상자 못 참지.
What do we have here? A demiguise. Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the portkey. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly.
이유가 아직 안 나온 거야. 그래, 죽었다는 얘기만 초반에 들었고.
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. All right. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's
교장실
house
앞에
elf will know
가구일
it.
조각상을 지나려면 암호가 필요해.
But I'm not sure he'll tell me. He's rather devoted to the Black family.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing.
교장으로
A
변신하라고.
polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
이미 만들어 놓은 거
So
아니야?
how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be
교장으로
prepared
변신하는
for
약을 미리
anything
만들어 놨었다고.
after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
근데 이게 교장이 좀 하고 다니는 행실이 좀
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing.
나 뭔가 저
I've taken the
신청맨이
liberty of
블랙 교장
transfiguring your
코스프레하면
robes.
걔 잘 어울릴
As
것
we
같아.
discussed, you'll need the password from
아
Scrope,
진짜로.
who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if
아무튼
Professor Black sees me?
진요정 찾아가서 암호 알아오라고.
I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
또 찾아야 돼? 있는데 몰라? 일단 코가와 교수한테 가보자. 그러니까 이제 블랙 교장의 집 요정이 스크롭이라는 친구인데 걔를 찾아야 돼. 아 근데 여기 어디로 가야 빨리 갈 수 있지? 여기 쇼컷 찍혀있지도 않은 것 같은데. 아 잠깐 걸어가야 돼? 아 변신했으니까 그런가 보네. Oi.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only you'd asked me about a particular potion, and
약을 부탁했다고.
Well,
I did. Yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to
아
discuss
뭔가
it here,
수상한
sir.
물약을 제작 의뢰한 거야?
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well.
아,
I've brewed the
종기치료.
cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
엉덩이에 종기 났나 보네.
Yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this right.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours. Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
Headmaster?
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror?
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some
취소를
sense.
취소한다.
And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
이제 교장 인간관계
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
조져버리기.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
Oh no, it's the headmaster and he's coming this way.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Keep at
영창을
it,
하지 않아도
and before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible. I mean, I've seen them about. I mean, yes, sir.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
스크롭은 어디 있는 거야?
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
Professor, I need to speak to you.
왜?
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Well,
근데 지금 이거 블랙 교장 목소리가 있잖아.
But I'm happy to look into.
Good.
그 명탐정 코난에 나오는 한국 성우 누구지?
그 Professor Weasley.
그 탐정인가 형사인가? 좀 닮은 것 같지 않아 목소리?
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig.
저 목소리가 좀 닮은 것 같은데. 아 유명한 탐정.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
새벽에 황당한 저주 주인공. 그러니까 뭐 더빙이 안 돼 있지만 만약 된다면은 그런 그 성우분이 하면 되게 잘 어울릴 것 같아. 아 스크롭 여기 있네.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
자기한테도 말하지 말라 그랬어.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
가훈이
Master does remember
비밀번호라고?
it.
3번인가? 피해 순도 순혈 그건가? 약간 이걸 것 같은데.
It's pure bloods forever.
순혈주의 약간
close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
맞나 보네.
Obviously. And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
그걸 프랑스어로 한 게.
Yes, of course.
뭐야?
I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pure.
There is another matter, Scrope. I confiscated this filthy diary from a student. It smells of squid and seawater.
Oh, Apollonia's diary. That is quite a surprise, Master. What do you wish Scrope to do with this treasure? Rubbish.
Whatever you wish, Scrope. It's your treasure. Now, off with you.
스크롭이 블랙 싫어하지 않나?
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Ahem! Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the stunning banners of Slytherin.
약효가 떨어지면 숨기? 아, 이제 약효가 떨어지는 거야? 아, 이 트름을 하면
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
가고일 조각사.
Comprendo! Revelio!
아, 네, 프리님 50개월 구독 감사합니다. 고맙습니다. 높은 톱펫.
Revelio!
응? 어디서 띵 소리가 난대? 지하인가? 블랙 교수의 방으로. 부장실. 저 위에 뭔가가 있다. 아, 이렇게 꼬불꼬불 돼 있어. 아니, 교장실을 도대체 어디다 만들어 놓은 거야? 레벨 3? 뭐 들어있나 볼까? 경량 햇빛 차단 모자, 양피 겨울 모자. 아니, 이게 다 것도 없어? 위에 뭐 있는데? 여기도 상자 있네. 1학년생 모자, 유화긴 머리. 옆에 편지? 어디? 편지 어디야? 편지, 아, 여기 있다. 지는 누구일까? 지가 누구지?
Aloha Mora.
은색 반태 안경. 비확인 머리. 저기도 상자가? 스카프, 페도라. 랄록의 위험성에 대한 편지구만. 변태 안경? 김도 안경.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure.
오.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
자는데? 일어나. 조용히 하라고?
Aloha Mora.
다 털어간다. 내가 평소에 교장이 마음에 안 들었던 게 아니라 난 모든 사람의 집을 털기 때문에 안심하셔도 됩니다. 교장 선생님, 호그와트 입학 절차를 제고할 생각은 없습니다. 무슨 얘기지? 야, 경치 좋다 여기. 기가 막히고. 입장의 열쇠? 이게 뭐지? 책과 기펜 문양이 새겨진 열쇠입니다. 입장의 열쇠? 이 띵소리가 어디서 나는 거야? 저 밑인가? 저 밑에 같은데.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
블랙 교수의 교장실에서 책 찾기. 머리 토닉, 코스염 왁스, 번디먼 포마드, 진주 손잡이가 달린 빛, 황금 손잡이가 달린 효자손, 독시 사이드. 기숙사 배정 모자. 아, 애초에 이 모자가 뭐 예언을 하는 게 아니라 독심술로 이제 머릿속을 읽은 다음에 결정해 주는 거였어? 그냥 독심술 능력을 가지고 있는 모자였구나. 레질리먼 씨가 독심술 능력 아니야? MBTI 판독기라고. 이게 뭐 이렇게 비좁아 여기. 이게 길이 없네.
That must be the pedestal.
이 책이야? 본인이 우기면 거기로 보내준다고? 간절히 그 학교를 이제 가고 싶다고 하면은 뭐야 여기?
Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here.
나 무슨
In this place.
펜으로 끄적인 것처럼 변해버렸어.
You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem.
잠깐만 나 물 좀 마시고 올게. 분위기 좋은데 몇 가지 도구를 손에 넣고 그걸로 나를 찾으려. 망토. 들키지 않고 마을을 지나가세요? 은신 마법을 써야 되나?